What's up, y'all? I hope everybody is doing well. I'm soggy. I'm soggy as hell because it's been raining since last Saturday and I'm over it. Weatherman said the sun is supposed to come back tomorrow, and I hope he got his story straight because around here you just can't always trust him. Sometimes he just be talking for fun, I think. Anyway, Basketball Wives Orlando. Season 1, Episode 6. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and let's talk about these girls over here that's visiting Orlando. Mackenzie visiting because she says she be back in Milwaukee every weekend to visit Rashad. I'm trying to do the math. So Mackenzie's staying over there 2 doors down from her baby daddy. I think he plays international. I'm not sure. I don't think most of these boys are still playing in NBA. I think they're, overseas. So I don't know how much Dwayne is here. And I don't know how much babysitting Mackenzie got. What's this girl, Neek, over there doing? Because Neek has her own child. I don't know the living arrangements. But what I do know is she says she's flying over there every weekend. I don't think Rashad is flying her out. So you leaving your children every weekend because your daddy didn't seem like he knew what the hell was going on when you said you were leaving to go home. He was like, do what? Anyway, she's over here building a unique bond with Rashad. She said they're basically like best friends. They're, having this very healthy relationship this time around. She said there was a lot of drama that went back and forth with her baby daddy and how it just opened the doors for people to say lies. I don't know what they was lying about, but the doors were open for all these lies. Now, with Rashad, she wants something different. He feels like home, and she doesn't want all that mess that she had in her last relationship. And I'm like, it kind of feels like this relationship here, this unique bond that you have with Rashad over here, seems like it's a lot of mess already attached to it because this man is currently exiting a relationship, and I mean freshly exiting a relationship with the woman that he was going to get married to. And you worried about side chicks and things. Girl, all of y'all is on the side. Rashad doesn't have any main chick. He's got everything on the side. Now, his ex-fiance, she said she didn't want to be on the side. And so that's what was the end of their relationship. But she over here being on the side just to spite you. And it's just a mess. I want her to stop doing that. I don't think Rashad is deserving. So anyway, Morgan and her mom are having a little heart-to-heart conversation. So we find out that Morgan's fight with her ex-husband is causing her to get into it with everybody. And we see that. She's just as pretty as she is, she's a little ball of anger everywhere she goes. That dark cloud is following behind her. She said the fighting between her and her ex is affecting the children. I'm sure it is affecting the children. That can never be good. She admits that to her mother, they were having a conversation about her own issues, her daddy issues. She says she resented her mother for her father not being around. And the way she tells the story is she says her mother found out after finding out she was pregnant with her that her father already had a family. So Morgan is the side baby. And the father clearly did not want to leave his family or step up to the responsibilities of, making this child outside his family. I don't know. It's an unfortunate story, but this is the things that men do. Inadvertently, I guess she blamed her mother for this. Now that she's going through this situation with her own husband, and this man has found another relationship, she's seeing how her mother had no control over that, and how these men gonna do what they gonna do. When you decide to become a mother, you have to decide that's what you want to be, because relying on having support from somebody who you're no longer married to. And I'm not talking about everybody. I'm just talking about the guys that operate that way. I don't know what their fight is about. I don't know what brought on their divorce. I just know they're in the middle of, custody and child support issues. And, when people start fighting over money, it gets ugly. And I don't know how deep into a relationship he is with this new person, but now that she's entered the picture, yeah, I'm sure it's, now he want to pull back from over there with you. It's annoying. Mulan is hanging out over at Neek's place. Mulan said, them doggone sisters of hers and ripped her off of a Rolex and a Chanel bag. And then they hightail their ass back to Cincinnati. And that would be the last time they come to my house. So we're going to have to figure out how to do sisterhood different, because you won't get a second opportunity to steal from me. That's a lowdown. I guess Nikki is having a party and Mulan is trying to get a feel for, how has Neek been getting along with the other girls, and since the big fight over at the restaurant. And Nick is like, she ain't holding no grudges, girl. She ain't really tripping on it like that. Her Mulan didn't have, her and Morgan really didn't have no beef for it to turn into what it turned into. Exactly, Nick. You started that fight, so I'm glad you take responsibility. But at the end of the day, she's not trying to be stuck in no negativity for no reason. Mulan is still in her feelings, though. She says she saw Nikki and Danielle down to the Instagram live laughing that she got punched. Girl, y'all was fighting. And I'm going to agree with Danielle when she said, you put yourself in the middle of this situation. This never had to be a thing as far as you was concerned, but you decided, and you with that without a stick in the game, nothing, no dog in the fight. You just decided you want to bring everybody together and sit across from each other and hash it out so we can get over and have fun. That was your plan. And the way you had things set up, it was destined to be a shit show. So you asked for it, you got it. Now you're in your feelings because you got punched. The girl says she's sorry. You said you don't want to forgive her, so who gives a shit what they're saying on Instagram Live? Because you've made up your mind that you don't want to have nothing to do with her anyway, right? Okay, Milan. Have that same energy for them two little girls that took your shit, because I feel like you should be more angry that your Rolex is missing. Didn't you say you and Bobo wasn't a thing no more? I don't know that that's how you got your Rolex. I'm just saying. Danielle is actually back on the court, and she said that she feels at peace there. She's got somebody coaching her, trying to get her back in the game, and I hope that she does. I hope that she takes that focus off of Mackenzie and the stupid ass boy Rashad. I know that's your baby daddy, girl, but some of us got a baby daddy, and we're like, I don't go do whatever. My life is gonna be much fuller not dealing with you and your foolishness. And Rashad is on some bullshit. And Mackenzie about to find out. So, girl, just let that play out. Don't even worry about it. Focus on your basketball and taking care of your children. And make sure Rashad is taking care of his kids. Stop fucking him, though. Like, he can come through. And probably, I'm going to just say this, as soon as you take the coochie away, he probably won't come through as much. But hopefully, you keep sending them kids on up there to the farm and focus on your basketball. That's awesome. It's nice when there's something else to do for these girls besides just be focused on the fact that they were with a basketballer. Morgan came here with a whole beauty suite school, whatever she got going on over there, and she walked through her little fancy location that she never said nothing else about that. She didn't rent that space. I'm guaranteed she didn't rent that space. So she over here fighting, with this boy instead of focusing on what she got great going on in her life. The messiness is still gonna be messy because somebody can stir the shit. That part is, we like the mess. I'm just saying. What else though? Because if you just gonna walk around and be mad at people, that's stupid. It would be cool to see Danny like, entertain the mess a little bit and be focused on her basketball career. Mulan started out bouncing the ball. Now she want to be worried about because she got punched at a party. Where at, girl? In your arm? We didn't see, nothing really devastating happen in that moment. We got another date with Mackenzie and Rashad. It's roses, it's dinner, it's her trying to sell us this fairy tale relationship that she got going on over here with Rashad. Rashad sat there and told her flat out, I don't have a title for this thing that we're doing, Mackenzie. That means you're not my girl. Flat out. That's what that means. I don't have a title for it because this ain't something that we have titled yet. What we have is you flying over here, bringing me the pussy. Trying so hard to not cause me any problems. You trying so hard to not do the things that he said Danielle did. That this nigga's over here getting servitude like a mug. Shout out to homegirl from Ready to Love. I love saying servitude, but that's what she's getting. Like it's like he puts these little subliminal messages in her head during their pillow talk, and he'll say this thing about Danielle and that thing about Danielle, and then she just works super duper hard to be the opposite of that. And low key, high key, I think Mackenzie thinks she's better. And I'm not going to go into why that is because I think we all know why that is. But I get the feeling that, yeah, Mackenzie thinks how somehow she's better. And I'm going to just leave it at that. He said he don't have a title. She turns that into we're just building the kind of relationship we want. Yes, dumbass, that's what people do. They build the kind of relationship they want. Only, is it a relationship? Because that seems like a title. And he said there isn't one. So I don't know if we want to call it a relationship. Let's call it a situationship. Yeah, let's call it that. He said, I don't know where the whole side chick conversation came from really, but he said if he had a side chick, he would let her know. And then, then you sit up there and say you're not worried because, he cheated on Danielle because he wasn't happy. But that's not the case over here because we're happy. And we're not going to let outside noise, mess with what we have. I guess, girl. You win, girl. You win Rashad and his chickens and his goats. Anyway, Nick and Mulan have a little get together. It's not really a get together. Apparently her boyfriend's brother was shot at a listening party or something of that nature and things went left. That's unfortunate. Mulan also lost her brother. So they, kind of were able to connect in that way. It's hard when you lose somebody. I don't know. Everybody grieves different. So, at least they have a close enough relationship that she could lean on her for whatever she needed. It's a party in Nikki's house. Nikki said no phones and no boys. Everybody got a twerk though. And the girls were seemingly having a good time until Morgan and Danielle get there. Morgan is upset because somehow her husband or ex-husband got her address. And I find it very confusing that she sat up there and had a conversation with the little girl saying how, the little girl said she's starting to get used to her dad not being around. And Morgan is now saying that the man didn't have her address. And she thinks Ashley is the one that gave it to her. How come he doesn't have your address? And how is he supposed to have any contact with his children if he doesn't know where you live? I don't know what's going on over here, Morgan. But whatever it is, all of her energy is being thrashed at Ashley. Ashley's husband brought her to the party and she says, just drive around for 45 minutes because based on what I know in the past, these girls be popping off and I'm not here for the pop off. I don't blame Ashley. As soon as they walk in, the vibe changes. The good time kind of turns into people. Everybody is on, alert and They start playing this shady game where you ask questions, and these games never go off well. It always ends up going left. But for the most part, they're getting along. Danielle is not even pressing Mackenzie. Mackenzie all up in this corner looking all smug like she swallowed the golden goose. And Danielle ain't even, on it like that. And I'm glad. That's how you should always play her. Like she's not even there, because at some point she won't be. I'm just saying. Poor dumb girl. In the midst of asking the questions, now Miss Morgan got to come for that girl, doggone Ashley. She asked Ashley if she gave her ex-husband her address. Ashley's like, no. She said, do you know my new address? Ashley said, nope. You're a liar. And before you know it, Morgan is up off her feet and, coming at this girl to the point where security got to hold her back. It's so unnecessary. I'm not sure what's going on with this girl, but she needs some serious therapy. I don't know what to say. It's just very weird. Like this, what does this girl have to do with you and your custody battle? You gonna say Morgan said Ashley then compromised the safety of her children. How? I thought he was trying to reduce the child support. You never said he was dangerous. You said that y'all's fighting was affecting the children, but you ain't even told the man where you live. So, girl, it's giving I'm manipulating this relationship and I'm using my children to do it. That's what it feels like. When another woman gets in the scenario, he acting different. You losing control. He's trying to pull the money now. I'm sure it's super duper triggering and has you pissed off, but I don't know why you want to kill Ashley so bad. Are you saying Ashley, did she introduce him to this girl? At any rate, she's not like a magical witch. She still had free will to make the decisions he's making. So I think you need to take the anger towards Ashley and just bottle that shit and put it away and focus on your business, because you over here self-destructing. Don't even make sense. Once they get Morgan calmed down, now Mulan wants to pipe up and confront Danny about being on Instagram Live talking about her getting punched. Mulan, shut up. Please shut up. Don't nobody care. Like, if you don't like the girl, you told the girl you didn't want to be friends with her no more. So just shut up when it comes to that. You giving a little, I need the attention to be on me. And for what? You ain't giving us the reason to pay attention. None. You was bouncing the ball in front of your camera. That's what you was doing. Anyway, girl, Ashley gonna call the police. That's how the show went off. She said that this girl threatened to kill her. That's what we doing, Ashley. We calling the police when you got a room full of security. You couldn't just call your husband to come get you. You told him to ride around. So anyway, y'all, that's how that ended. I ain't even gonna say it. It sounds stupid. I just, with the reality show world going the way it's going, it just feels like it would be more interesting if you gave us a little more of what the girls is really going on. Because them going around like having little lunches to hash out whose baby daddy is with who, that's, it's lame. And I feel like these girls have this opportunity to like be more than that. Let's be more than that. We don't mind the mess. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it should be a goody two-shoes show, but I'm also saying this is really lame to be just going to lunch like to beef about some niggas. So on that note, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.